Hey everybody, welcome to this week's blog and video. It's part two of a why behind the what. In 2015, when Chris was diagnosed with breast cancer, I again had the same conversation with God. I spent time asking God, why did you allow this to happen? What do you want me to know? What do you want me to see? What do you want me to do? And this conversation continued through the 26 weeks of chemo, the 8 weeks of radiation, the multiple surgeries and healing process after the fact. Looking back on it, I'll never forget when the surgeon told us to prepare for a year from hell. And I remember thinking, you have no idea who we are or what we've been through. You see, I was actually comparing what we had been through in the death of our boys to that was going to make this season of our lives and what we were going to go through a little easier. Now I'm guessing that the person sitting here that had to go through the radiation and the chemo is probably thinking a different way, but for the husband, maybe it was a way of coping. I'm not really sure. So one example would be when you started the chemotherapy and you knew your hair was going to fall out, and so you decided that you wanted to get it cut and then get it shaved. And I remember when Chris came to me crying and she said, I'm not going to be pretty and I'm not going to be sexy for you. And I remember saying that I would love you and you'd be pretty and sexy for me with no arms and no legs. But I was about to learn through this next season that I really didn't know what unconditional love for my wife, for my bride, looked like. And God was about to teach me something. You see, for many years I walked like Chris was a trophy on my side, on my arm, and I was very focused on what she looked like. But watching my wife, the woman that I love, go through what she went through was totally different than saying goodbye to Kyle or Joey. And one of my answers to the why question that I asked God in the cancer season was that God showed me, allowed me, and even blessed me with learning and knowing what unconditional love for my wife, for you, Chris, looks like. Now I know, and I love my bride differently. She is my pretty and sexy woman, and she will be at any age, with or without hair, with or without wrinkles, with or without whatever, in every season, in every day, for the rest of our lives here on this earth until death do us part. And that is a blessing that God gave me from asking the why question and showed me what unconditional love for my bride is. So like I said last week, the why question changed what I know and what I do and what I see, not only in trials and difficulties, but also in my life, with my marriage, with my children, with my grandchildren, with our world, and with my relationship with God. We will continue to pray for you, for your families, for our nation, for our world, regardless of where we are at in this season of our lives. God bless you.
God bless you.